I was recently reading John 5 about the man who had been lying by the pool of Bethesda for 38 years. The belief was that when the water stirred, the first person who entered the water would be healed. And one day Jesus saw this man and asked him, "Do you want to be made well?" And the man explained that every time the water stirred, someone would reach it before him because he had no one to help him. His words were filled with hopelessness. He had tried for so long, but being lame and now advanced in age, he felt as if his opportunity had passed. Have you ever found yourself looking for others' encouragement to rekindle hope in your heart? Well, I can relate to that. I remember when God placed it on my heart to return to school and become a pastor. I always thought I was finished with school after kindergarten, but I felt deeply that this was the path God was leading me on. And so when I told my parents I planned to study for pastoral ministry, my father responded with, "Why would you want to do that?" He pointed out that my husband was already a pastor, and my mother stood there agreeing. It was clear they didn't understand my calling, and I explained that it wasn't about preaching from the pulpit. I simply felt an undeniable conviction that this was the direction God wanted to take me. Still, they disagreed. Like the man by the pool, I felt discouraged. My parents had been so supportive of my husband's journey into ministry, but not mine. Yet at that moment of discouragement, Jesus' words echoed in my heart. Get up, pick up your mat, and walk. He reminded me that even if others didn't understand, he was my hope and I needed to trust him. Now looking back, my parents could not imagine anyone listening to a woman pastor behind a pulpit, and none of us could have foreseen how my pastoral training would open up doors and that my ordination would give me access to places like ICU units and mental health facilities and prison wards, places I would never have been able to reach before, where I now can go and share the message of hope in Jesus Christ. Are you at that moment of discouragement? Is Jesus asking you to pick up your mat and walk? Remember, because he lives, it changes everything.